What's up, guys? It's me, the owner of Off Go the Lights channel. Today I recently decided to upload this video for most of you guys that wanted to know a much more brief, in-depth of what's been going on for the past few weeks. So everything started back in the beginning of, or the end of May, and it's been increasingly getting bad ever since. It started off the first night I ever witnessed something that made me know that something was going on was I woke up. I usually wake up at weird times from my sleep, and I woke up one night, and I woke up not having the ability to breathe, and it was hard for me to even try to gasp for air because I just couldn't. It felt like something was pushing so hard against my chest cavity where everything was like crushing on the inside, and I thought I was gonna die. It was so scary. But I think an hour passed of me just sitting there, just like sweating because I didn't know what was going on. Like, I was sweating because of fear. Like, it scared me so bad. I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I just sat there for the longest time, having my eyes closed, and it pretty much terrified me to where I didn't even want to move 1 inch. I sat there frozen, like I had no idea. I couldn't even think of what was possible of having this happen. So yeah, that's the night that started it all. And then I eventually was able to go to sleep again, and then everything was fine the next day. And I just, ever since, I questioned what happened. But then, like a week later, it started happening again, but instead of not being able to breathe, I had weird visuals in my dreams that were nothing like, you know how dreams are supposed to be, are supposed to have collected memories of what you have done in the past or present of that day, or just fantasy shit that, like, fear of falling, like you wake up in a nightmare of you falling from a building. But this kind of dream that I had that one night, or that week, was nothing along those lines at all. It was strange. It was like very vivid, but what scared me the most is that there was a figure in that dream that had no body texture to him or her or it. It's like, it was so interesting to see how vivid everything else was. Like, it was beautiful, like everything was colorful. Like, I felt like I needed sunglasses because it's so bright. But then this one figure stood out to me because he was dim. Like, his brightness or his contrast that he was getting off was so dim, like you almost like needed like a broken light bulb, like a light bulb that was going out. That's how bad, or that's how dim he was. And I can remember approaching him, and all of a sudden it like made me wake up. Like, I wasn't able to find out who he was when I went up closer to him. And so I was like, okay, I'll just brush it off. And it was kind of cool though at the same time, because it was like the first most vivid dream I ever had. But but the next night, or the next couple nights, it was almost like a collection of the same time period. Like, I was the same, like I saw the same guy, but different places, but almost felt like it was the same time period, or later that day in that dream. I don't know. It confused me, but I didn't like freak out because these dreams weren't like nightmares, I guess. They were more of like just like like adventure, like that one dream you always wanted to have, but it was to the extreme to where it was like vivid, so vivid. Even I was waking up from sweat because I just couldn't stand how intense everything was from these dreams. And it was always the same guy. And in that dream, every dream I heard, I would hear an evil, like a sinister chuckle in the distance, even if I was close to him or not, or what. But then, a lot of months went by. I think like 2 months, and I think a couple weeks right after graduation, when I moved down to here where I live now, I had one more dream. They didn't show him. They didn't show any sign of that one weird character or figure. Sorry, I can't say that word right, but I had like one more dream that was different. No colors, no nothing, but it did involve the same chuckle, but only closer to like my ears. It was like as if he was piercing my ears with his voice. It was so close, and he was whispering, and he was like, I couldn't make out the words of what he was saying, but most of it was just laughing, like constantly. It was annoying, but I was just trying to see as much as I could in the dream, and trying to remember it all. But all I remember was like a silhouette of a bunch of other people around in a circle, like around me. Like every time I turn to different degrees with my body, I can see a bunch of other characters around. Strange entities around me, and it was like I was about to get jumped, or I wasn't 100% sure what was gonna happen. But it was so weird. But it was always that one guy that was in all those dreams. And at the end of the dream, the last thing I can remember after having all those people surround me was I finally saw the silhouette of the same guy, and then all of a sudden he charged at me, and then I woke up sweating. That one was like a nightmare. Like, it was intense. Like, that's probably the most intense dream from all the other vivid ones, which is the weirdest thing. Like, you would think that the most vivid dreams would be the most intense, but this one, it was just so sinister, so evil, that I was scared. I was scared like the first night I witnessed something strange happen. When I couldn't breathe, that's how intense that dream was. It was beyond words. I couldn't comprehend what just happened. It's just insane. But yeah, I haven't so far. I've been getting like weird stuff happening with my ears, my senses. Like, my senses would like go out or like glitch. My senses, but like my eyes would be like blurry, and I do wear glasses and contacts, but it's so weird because my eyes don't feel dry, and every time, like, it's a weird kind of blurriness. Like, I know what your eyes do when they get blurry with contacts. I'm a user of contacts and stuff, so I know when your eyes get blurry because of the contacts, because they're either dry or it's just stupid reasons with contacts. It's so stupid. But like these contacts were still fresh. Like, it was so weird. Like, I put them in and I did my own thing for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they're still soaking wet, but then this one weird blurriness, it was almost like it was distorted in my eye. I had to blink like 3 times to finally get rid of it. But it was like I was just looking outside the window or something, and it just, like, my entire vision, like, distorted or like just twisted. It was so weird. And no, I don't do drugs, so don't question that that my vision's all crazy because twisted. But um, it was just so weird. And then my ears never. It was like making this weird sound. I can't even explain it. And you know how like audio gets distorted and it has like so high pitched, like it almost feel like it's gonna bust your speakers when it plays. But yeah, that's what my ears were doing, and it was bugging me. Like I was cooking food in a microwave. I think it was like two o'clock in the morning because I was like really hungry, and I'm usually a person that never goes to sleep. I'm like night owl pretty much. But the strangest thing was that like that same like buzzing sound that you get from your microwave, like the standard sound, it was so different, so distorted. It was just weird. So those are the kinds of things I've been witnessing lately. I haven't seen anything visual yet. I hope not. It'll scare me to death. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys like this this in-depth brief update to my first video. So pretty much part 2 of the prologue. My voice cracked. But yeah. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace.